history. We didn't write it down, right? So we kept it in our songs. And so what that song right there is the beginning of the story. And so it talks about the creators being born. It talks about the way they were born. And it talks about them having a conversation on what they're gonna do. They're gonna start creating, they're gonna create the universe, the celestial bodies, and then finally the world itself. And then the last thing is the people. So that's the very beginning, and it usually starts off really slow. And then once we get into the dancing songs, the rhythm will pick up. So yeah, if anybody would like to come up and dance, you're more than welcome to come up. There's plenty of room up here with Nori. Thank you for coming up and helping us out. And also my boys came up, Tukur and Sugut, those are my boys. Maybe we'll get their mom to come up here. I don't know, she's kind of bashful though. Anyway, we'll sing a couple more songs. Tamale, we tamalo, ha tamale, wa tenywa, tomane wa kiyo. Tamale, we tamalo, ha tamale, wa tenywa, tomane wa kiyo. Tamale, we tamalo, ha tamale, wa tenywa. Tomane wa keo, tamale we tamalo, tomane wa keo, tamale we tamalo, tamale wa tenywa, tomane wa keo, tamale we tamalo, tamale wa tenywa. Tomane wa keo, tamale we tamalo, tamale wa tenywa. Tomane wa keo, tamale we tamalo, tamale wa tenywa. Tomane wa keo, tamale we tamalo. Tamale wa tenywa, tomane wa keo. Achama, thank you. In 1904, they celebrated Juan Cabrillo Day here in San Diego, in Old Town San Diego, and they invited the tribal people, the first people to come, and over 250 native people from Kumeyaay, Kauai, Cupeño, Luiseño showed up, and this is documented. And they showed up and they did a war dance right here where we're at, and they showed the strength of their culture, they showed the strength of our traditions, the strength of our people, in our history. And that's something that we want to share with you all, you know, that we've always been here, we've always been in this area, we're a vibrant living culture. And so not a lot of people knew about that event, or even that there was a Juan Cabrillo Day celebrated here, because Cabrillo, if you don't know, he was a Spanish soldier, he was a conquistador, so that means he was looking for gold and riches for himself, for his crew, and for Spain. And he landed in the 1500s here in what is now called San Diego, and established a base right here where the mission is behind us. So one of the other things that he did was he demeaned the local people in putting that mission on top of a sacred site. And so there was an ongoing conflict, the resistance of that from our people, and we have it documented, of burning the mission down a couple of times actually, and then the Spanish coming back and rebuilding it. So to us, Juan Cabrillo, he's a bad guy. He's a he's a criminal. He's a fugitive to California Indians, and that's the difference, right? You have the city of San Diego celebrating this guy, right? It's like Christopher Columbus, right? Christopher Columbus got lost and was looking for the West Indies. Instead, he found the Caribbean and the native people there, and he goes, "Oh, these must be the Indians we talk about. We must be in the Indies, so we're going to call you Indians." Ridiculous, crazy, right? But that's what happened. So learn your history. Go out and do your own research. It's so easy now with Google. You can Google it and you can get a better history than you would in elementary school, K through 12 education. So anyway, we'll sing a couple more songs. Glory, glory. Thank you. Couple more, Mike. Takwitalo, awelio, kawelio, awelio, kawelio, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, welio, awelio, kawelio, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, welio, awelio, ka, welio, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, welio, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, welio, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, awelio, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, awelio, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, welio, awelio, ka, awelio, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, takwitalo, awelio, ka, welio, awelio, kwitalo, awele yoka, wele yo, awele yoka, ta kwitalo, awele yoka, ta kwitalo, awele yoka, wele yo, awele yoka, ta kwitalo, awele yoka, wele yo, awele yoka, ta kwitalo, awele yoka, ta kwitalo, awele yoka, wele yo, awele yoka, wele yo, awele yoka, ta kwitalo, awele yoka, ta kwitalo, awele yoka, wele yo, awele yoka, ta kwitalo, awele yoka. Achima, thank you. So for about 100 years, we call it the boarding school period. Boarding schools popped up from the east and spread all the way to the west. The closest one being the Sherman Institute there in Riverside, as well as St. Boniface Indian School in Banning, California. They were very detrimental to our culture. They took kids as young as 5 years old from their reservations, from their community, from their family, and sent them to these schools. And then they kept them there for years. Some of them weren't allowed to go back home even after a couple of years, and they were indoctrinated by white teachers and were acculturated forcibly into learning another culture, learning the European culture, the American culture. And so they were forbidden to speak their language, they were forbidden to sing their songs, they were punished for speaking their language. Their hair was cut, and they were forced to work in the fields, in factories, on farms. And so a lot of our songs and traditions ended with their generations, 2 to 3 generations there, that they were trying to exterminate, but they were trying to do it in a different way. They weren't exterminating outright genocide, it was a cultural genocide. And that cultural genocide we still feel today. The last boarding school that did that was closed in the 1970s, not very long ago. And so we're recovering from that trauma, just like we're recovering from the theft of our land and the loss of our ancestors and the loss of the land, you know. And so all of this history is now documented and is being brought to light. And so I hope that you go to these booths and learn about this history. They're a resource to you. And these institutions that we have on the reservations, these museums, are also a resource to you. So I just wanted to talk about the boarding schools as another wave of colonization that we endured and surpassed and survived. And that's why these songs are still here. That's why I'm able to sing these bird songs to you. Kano, 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 Iyawe, Iyawa, 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 Kano, 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 Yahweh, Yahweh, Kano, 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 Yahweh, Yahweh, Kano, 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 Yahweh, Yahweh, Kano, 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 Yahweh, Yahweh, Kano, 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 Yahweh, Yahweh, Kano, Kano, Kano. kano, kano, kano. Hey Yahweh, hey Yahweh, hey kano, kano, kano. Hey Yahweh, hey Yahweh, hey kano, 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 kano. Tomato Messiah, 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 tomato Messiah. Ome, Pentavi, Sivati, Ome, Pentavi, Pale, Ome, Pentavi, Sivati, I, Tomato Messiah, 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 Tomato Messiah. Ome, Pentavi, Sivati, Ome, Pentavi, Pali, Ome, Pentavi, Sivati, I, Tomato Messiah, 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 Tomato Messiah. Ome, Pentavi, Sivati, Ome, Pentavi, Pale, Ome, Pentavi, Sivati, I, Tomato Messiah, 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 Tomato Messiah. Ome, Pentavi, Sivati, Ome, Pentavi, Pale, Ome, Pentavi, Sivati,